Is the recent rally running out of steam? It's a critical question. Let's ask famed energy trader Mark Fisher. He joins us now. It's good to see you. Welcome to our show. Long or short, what's the way to play this right now, Mark?
Right here, I would be not long or short crude oil. I'd be neutral, but I'd be looking to buy dips if we come off $5, $6, $7, which we're going to because the commitment of just traders is tilting too long. And I think the reason why this is happening is because I think the pending deal that the United States is trying to do between Saudi, Israel, and Palestinians, you're seeing less rhetoric coming out of the administration about oil prices as they've gone up $15, $20. And I think that if a deal is being able to be made, I think the administration is going to tolerate a higher level of oil prices than they would have previously.
Yeah. What role, though, is a possible recession going to play in all of this? Not to mention the fact that China is just simply weaker at this point than I think most people expected that it would be coming on the the backside of the pandemic.
I think that the recessions, the fears of recessions are already priced in. I think that interest rates, especially what occurred yesterday, are kind of priced in. The market's telling you that interest rates have gone up, right? And crude oil has actually rallied, $10, $12. I think the incremental barrel crude oil is going to be pretty resilient to recession. I think China, to some degree, is overblown. But I think the real issue going forward is going to be refinery capacity. What happens to the price of heating oil, distillate, gasoline, and that's a wild card because of the fact of a lack of growth of refinery capacity in this country and elsewhere.
Yeah.
And so,
what about the dollar? What about the dollar, Mark?
I have no idea how the dollar plays into it. You could say that's way outside.
Doesn't it always, though, in some respects? I mean, that's the general thought, is that, obviously a higher dollar, not good for crude, and vice versa.
Yes, but I like to live in my lane, and that's outside my lane. I look at the factors that are going to impact the next 3 months. The impact the next 3 months, what's the weather going to be over the next 3 months of this winter? What's going to happen, to drive the next $6, $8 move in crude oil over the next 30 to 45 days, if there's going to be a 30, 40, a $6 to $8 move. I think that now what's happened is where OPEC has reasserted themselves, Saudi has reasserted himself, and was able to, to inflict some punishment to speculators who were all short. And initially, when Saudi said they were going to cut, and the price went down $4, and now the price has rallied $20-something from that point. I think that now there's like there used to be the Greenspan put to the equity markets. I think there's a Saudi put to the energy markets to some degree. So, interesting. I think that the new level is probably, if the level before was $70, $72, probably the level now is $75, to $80 as a bottom. So I think oil is going to trade above $100, barring some some unforeseen stuff. No. Do I think the products can go anywhere? Products, I mean, heating oil, gas, and distillate, yes. And I think, again, coming this winter, so it's like every other winter, with everyone getting placing about natural gas, once the marketplace gets short, which it's getting now, you're going to probably have a pretty big upside surprise this winter in natural gas.
I read a headline yesterday, and I quickly want your opinion on it before we go. A single oil trading firm is fueling a run-up in U.S. barrels. It was said to be a French trading firm. Could this be true?
I wouldn't say anything can't be true, but I would doubt it. Not one company today can't maybe there was I have no idea, I'm just speculating, maybe there was a reduction squeeze, maybe there was a delivery mechanism problem with October crude oil, but that doesn't dictate why crude oil's gone up $20 basically on a straight line in the past 2 months.
Well, we need to know the direction of crude oil. We go to somebody who knows the market better than anybody else. Mark, I appreciate it very much. Thank you.